Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a presentation on calculating chi-square test of independence using SPSS. I am going to run through very quickly because of, as you know, we had very bad snow and we lost power. And so the very little power that I have for this recording, I would want to cover all the key points. Let me quickly, first of all, go through the agenda. We would state the hypothesis of the test. We would then state the alternative hypothesis. And then we would reject the rule if the need requires us to do so based on our findings. And then we would analyze our results. And so, really, very quickly, I need to mention that the chi-square test of significance is a statistical tool that you can use to identify whether there's a relationship between two categorical variables. And if there is a relationship between the two variables, you would want to know the strength of that relationship by performing a Kramer V test. As usual, we would reject the hypothesis if the p-value of A is less than 0.05. With that as background, I would very quickly run through the rest of the presentation. First of all, we have these various categories that we would be testing, variables, categories that we'll be testing. The first one will be num-cars and num-defaults, link comfort and num-defaults, and num-cars and link comfort. I would want to state from the very onset that only one strong relationship was found, and we will talk more about that. And then I would want to spend a bit of time on this first analysis because it's likely that I will spend less time on the others. The hypothesis, as you can see, is that there's no relationship between num-cars and num-default. And the alternative hypothesis states the opposite, says there's a relationship between num-cars and num-default. We ran the test using SPSS, and we got the following results that have been placed there in our analysis. As you can see, we had a difference of 6. We're using a total number of 150 in the data set. This is the number of people in our data. And then we had a chi-square of 6.681 with a p-value of 0.351. So no significant test was the significant relationship emerged, giving our p-value of 0.05. The relationship here is quite weak, and therefore we failed to hold to the null. And the second test talks about this is a test of independence between UK lake comfort and num-defaults. The alternative says there's no relationship, and the hypothesis says there is a relationship. And you can see from our analysis there was no relationship emerged. However, the third test had a significant relationship, and I would like us to spend some time on that one. Here we were looking at num-cars and comfort, lake comfort, and the alternative said there was no relationship. The null said there was a relationship, and we indeed found that there was a very strong relationship. As you can see, there was a difference of 9 with the same number of respondents of 150, and the p-value, as you can see, is 0.000, which is really a very strong p-value level, and the Kramer V was 1, which also indicates a very strong relationship, and indeed a very perfect symmetric relationship. And so let's now go very quickly to a few takeaways. SPSS can assist you to perform chi-square calculations very quickly and effectively. The test also is performed by using the descriptive statistics and cross-tabulation tool in SPSS. You would have to remember to take the tab that says Kramer value, because if there's a strong significant relationship, you would have to do a Kramer test. So if you do it at once, SPSS gives you the results in one go. You don't have to do it a second time. And all significant, like I said before, all significant statistical results must be followed by a Kramer V test. Thank you so very much, and I would spend some time to listen to your questions and to ask if you have any clarifications. Thank you so very much for your attention, and I appreciate your sitting through to listen to this important statistical method of testing the strengths of categorical variables. My name is Kofi-Owusu, and I'm a PhD student at the California Intercontinental University. And I would appreciate if you cannot send your questions right now, you can send me through my YouTube link. Thank you so very much, and have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, these were key references in case those of you who are interested. These are key references that you can use when you want to go in depth into this topic. Thanks so much. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.